In the very beginning, there was nothing, no mountains, no oceans, no birds singing in the sky, no sun rising in the morning, there was only darkness. And deep, quiet waters, but God was there, and when God speaks, things happen. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And suddenly, light burst into the darkness, bright, pure, glorious light. God separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness night, and evening and morning became the first day. On the second day, God created the sky. He stretched it wide and high above the waters, a beautiful blue space where clouds would float and birds would one day fly. On the third day, God gathered the waters together so dry land could appear, mountains rose, valleys formed, the earth took shape. God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas. But he didn't stop there. He spoke again, and the earth burst with life. Green grass spread across the fields, trees grew tall and strong, flowers bloomed in every color imaginable, and God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God placed lights in the sky, the sun to shine during the day, the moon to glow at night, and stars, millions upon millions, sparkling like diamonds in the heavens. On the fifth day, God filled the waters and the skies, fish swam through the seas, whales leapt in the deep. Birds soared across the sky, singing their first songs, and God blessed them. Then came the sixth day. God created the animals of the land, lions with powerful roars, elephants strong and wise, tiny ants working together, every creature, big and small, but something was still missing. God said, "Let us make mankind in our image." And from the dust of the ground, he formed a man. He breathed into him the breath of life, and the man became alive. His name was Adam. God placed him in a beautiful garden called Eden, a place full of trees, rivers, and peace. Then God created a woman, Eve, to be his companion. They were different from the animals. They were made in God's image. They could think, love, create, and choose. God gave them responsibility over the earth. To care for it, to protect it, to live in relationship with him. And when God looked at everything he had made, the light, the land, the sea, the stars, the animals, and humanity, he said something powerful, "It is very good." On the seventh day, God rested, not because he was tired, but because his work was complete, and that is how the world began. The same God who spoke light into darkness, who formed mountains and filled oceans, who created stars and living creatures, is the same God who created you. You were not an accident. You were designed with purpose, made in the image of a powerful, creative, loving God. And just like he looked at creation and said, "It is very good," he looks at you, and sees something wonderful. The end.